Hey guys, it's Opie here. In this video, I want to do a quick comparison between some of the asset exchanges, and the one of the popular ones that I want to sort of compare is Coinbase, Coinspot, BTC Markets, and Independent Reserve. So many of you have heard of Coinbase, which is one of the popular ones. I'll bring it up on the screen here and just go through mainly the fees in this video. That is what I want to actually focus on. So years ago when I started with crypto, I gravitated towards the most popular one, which is Coinspot. Um, so let me just bring this up and hopefully give me a second. So in terms of interface wise, this is an awesome interface in terms of user experience, how how the buttons are appearing here, how easy it is. It's very intuitive, right? You look at it and it's quite straightforward on how you would make a trade, how you would actually put money into the system and so forth. If I actually go to the fees wise, then it gets a completely different story. So there's two methods. It basically works on a region system. All right, so depending on where you are, you'll actually be paying this much fees. So in Australia, it's almost 4%. Canada, Europe, 1.5%. If you're using a credit card, it's 4% again. So in my opinion, these fees are extremely high. Even if they've got a second method here, which is 1% variable fee based on the amount of transactions, but subject to a minimum of $1, maximum of $50, right? So even at that rate, doesn't say here, so it's a variable rate. But look, I've stopped using this completely many months ago because these guys are just too expensive. Also, they've actually got a deposit amount of $250 per day. Or was it per week? I can't remember. I've got a friend that told me, and $250, even if it's per day, it's simply not enough for most people who are sort of serious about it. If you're dabbling in it and if you're just sort of starting out, perfect. It's fine. But if you're putting some real funds into this, putting $250 at a time is just going to be torture, especially when you're paying like 4%. It's ridiculous, right? But again, interface is awesome. I really like it. It's slick. It's got the appeal of a very intuitive interface, right? So I've pretty much got no money in this, no currency in this account. So we'll move on to the next one. So the next one I wanted to show you is Coinspot. So Coinspot is the one that I actually signed up for this second. So it's an Australian-based company.com.au. So these guys charge about 1%, right? And it seems like it's a good deal, right, in terms of price-wise. But then you actually look into it further. Actually, I'll just show you this. So they're basically making me agree to all of this, which is that I'm signing in a secure format, blah blah blah, right? I've got two-step authentication. So all of these exchanges are becoming very serious when it comes to this, so I'll accept that. And I highly encourage everyone to get two-step authentication anyway. But at the moment, I've got pretty much nothing here. So the first one that I actually bought years ago was EOS. I've actually transferred all of my EOS, or pretty much all of it, out into a desktop wallet because I just didn't. How can I word this properly? I don't want to keep my money with these exchanges. Look, they are a reputable company. They've been around for many years. It's run by a guy named Russell. Can't remember the surname, but I did some research, and it is a legitimate company. When you do your KYC, they'll actually call you and go through a few questions to verify that you are real. So they are a proper company. The concerns that I have with this particular exchange is that their spread, so their rate that they're giving you when you actually want to buy something, is much higher than anything else, right? Or all of the other exchanges. So I've tried to determine if these are in Aussie dollars or US dollars, but it just seems high. And I've had friends who've sort of messaged me and say, look, dude, have you tried Coinspot? It's just too expensive. And I have to agree with them. So I've ditched this platform as well. The other thing, the other platform that I wanted to show you is BTC Markets. Bear in mind, I don't have an account with these guys. However, it seems to be by default what most Australians and New Zealanders anyway seems to gravitate towards. I don't know why. Maybe it just comes up in the search engines, you know, up on top, and they sign up for it. But this is their fee structure. So if you wanted to sort of put money into the system, you know, if you wanted to put under $500, you're looking at 0.85%. Say you want to put $1,000, you know, it's a tiered system basically. So the more you put in, the less fees it goes down. And if you wanted to sort of trade in between, say, one crypto to another, it's 0.22%, which is actually quite reasonable. It's a good rate. But putting money in is where they get you a bit, right? Bear in mind, all of these exchanges that I'm showing you are primary asset exchanges, is what I've decided to call them, which is that they've got the primary cryptos. So, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. So that, you know, some of them have, you know, 3 of these, some of them have all of them. So these guys have all of these ones, right? So it's not bad, but again, if this is what you want in terms of fees, it's not a bad deal. So the one that I've actually stuck with is this company, Independent Reserve. So their fees are actually the lowest I've found. So in terms of trading in between cryptos, you're looking at 0.1%, which is pretty good, right? And in terms of trade volume, the more trading you do, the cheaper it becomes. So the max you'll pay is 0.5%, which is very reasonable, I think. And if you're getting up to the 900 trades a month, 30 days, you're looking at 0.1%, which is awesome. So I've decided to stick with Independent Reserve. They're a solid company. They're based in Sydney. They've got a lot of volume, and they've recently introduced Litecoin as well, which is a big plus if you wanted to get into Litecoin. There it is, right? I've only got 4 with this particular exchange at the moment, but you know, it accepts Australian dollars, US dollars, and New Zealand dollars for the time being. It may expand into other fiat currencies soon as well, but I just wanted to sort of give you a comparison between the 4 in terms of usability. So bear in mind, the usability out of all 4 of them, I like Coinbase, but in terms of fees and getting the transactions done quickly, especially when it comes to having 2-step authentication enabled via Google Authenticator, I recommend Independent Reserve. That's all. I hope you got something out of this video. If you wanted to sign up for Independent Reserve, I've got my link down below this video. If you wanted Coinbase, I've got my link down below the video as well. But bear in mind, you're limited to $250 a day. I don't really recommend it. Go with one of these other companies. Coinbase, as I said, it's good. Interface is not bad, but the spread, they're charging too much for what you want to get. So I don't recommend these guys, even though you can buy a whole lot of other currencies. What I do recommend is say you wanted to buy Redcoin, right? So Redcoin is available with Coinbase, coinspot.com.au. Instead of signing up with these guys directly and actually buying one of these altcoins, as we call it, or Verge or whatever, any of these other coins, I would buy Bitcoin using Independent Reserve, transfer that Bitcoin to another exchange like Bittrex, Poloniex, or Binance, and actually buy it that way. You'll end up paying cheaper in terms of fees than buying it through Coinspot. And I apologize if you are a Coinspot fan. I'm just telling you as it is, okay? Once again, hope you got something out of this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much. All the best.